Keep that tension on there. All right, here we have quad focus Smith machine squat. Pay attention to the first couple minutes of this video so I can show you just little techniques, a couple little tweaks that you should make while doing this. So first thing, as you can see, I have no weight on there. And you also can see that the weights are all stacked up. That was me. It's not how you'll find them at a local gym. Don't be that fucking person who leaves your shit laying around. All right, so why am I starting with no weight? Because I always want to warm up my knees, especially me, my lower back. If you're one who doesn't struggle with that, you don't have to. You can start off with a little bit of weight. Your first working set should range in between 40 to 60% of your like 6 rep max. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. Just get a weight to where it feels good, but it's not heavy to where you know you're gonna have to go to failure in between 10 to 12, right? Basically something you could do for 20 reps. All right, so the first thing you want to do, feet shoulder width apart or slightly outside of your shoulders. There's only a little outward, all right, rotation. A little external rotation on my feet, not much, all right? But they're not straight forward. A little outward, why? Because that's gonna allow me to, as I come down, my knees are gonna go out instead of caving in, right? You wanna keep your knees over your toe. Second thing, all right, is as you're going down, you're gonna try to keep your torso kind of a side angle, but not really. But my torso is literally standing up straight. My hip is not flexing too much, but it's mostly knees. All right, you wanna get a lot of knee flexion to really target the quads. And the last thing is that you want to be able to put these pins somewhere where you can bail as you start to increase in weight and take it to failure. Right here, you don't need a spotter. If you're all the way at the bottom, you got 3 plates on each side and you can't no more, boom, right? You bail forward, all right? So the first one, I'm just gonna do a good 10 quick little reps, all right? Just to get those knees lubricated. All right, being that I already started, I set up my pins. Might as well do a quick little set with no weight. Again, depending on feel, guys, you want to put a little bit of weight on there to start, set up your pins, you can. All right, so this is gonna be my first working set. Put some 45s on there. And still, even this, I'm going to be testing my strength. I'm going to be testing, this is the beautiful part about really learning how is it that how in tune with your body you really are, right? There's days, 5, yeah. I have the lunges here after. But hey, you can jump in with me. No. Got it, all right. I'll make sure to go get you. Okay. But yeah, it's very important that you get in tune with your body to see how you feel. So if I start this and I'm like, holy shit, I feel good, I'm probably gonna go for even more weight than I normally do. There's gonna be days that you're not going to be progressing according to your plan. There's gonna be days that you're gonna exceed your strength according to your plan. Right, so this is a perfect time to go ahead and test that. So here I go. I still wouldn't consider this literally my first working set. This is basically my test set, like what I just did without the weight. It'll be your test set, all right? So you saw, as I come down, my knees are right over my feet, just a little outward. I'm getting a lot of knee flexion, and I'm not throwing my butt back. All right, I'm staying upright as I can. The bar needs to be right under your upper traps and lying on your rear delts. That's where the bar needs to be. That's a high squat. All right, high bar squat. So control the weight, guys. That whole having to come up and do this shit, don't fucking do it on the squat. Don't do it on the deadlift. Only if you're competing for strength, which in order to lock out and it be considered a full rep, you have to do that. But for what we're doing here, growing, you don't necessarily need to do that. On the contrary, that's cheating. All right, you're taking too much of a break up here. All right. 2. So you see how I'm not even locking my knees out? I'm leaving my knees kind of bending at the top and I'm going right back down. Keep that tension on there. On the next set, I'm gonna teach you how to breathe. All right? So you see how that pin is like literally touching at the very bottom? If I was to do one pin lower, it'll be a little too low to where if I bail, I'm literally gonna have to let that thing hit hard. All right, so now more for 2 plates. And this will be considered my first working set of the quad focus squats. Let's get it. Guys, listen, when it comes to squats and when it comes to growing your quads, this is the best form of squat that you can do. Free bar squats, of course you're gonna grow, but it's mostly strength training. Now, is this the best quad exercise? Of course it's not. If you've been watching the videos, you know which one is. All right, but this is still a good, very good quad dominant exercise. So again, I'm not gonna take much of a rest because that was somewhat of a test set. This is my first working set, guys. All right, so breathing, how does that work? Get in position, guys, set up everything. All right, you wanna lock in where the bar's supposed to be, lift it up. All right, you see a lot of people that come in here, lift it up like that, then get in position. They're a little more advanced. Don't do that, all right? Get in position, lift, and we're in, okay? So, you're gonna wanna make sure that you breathe in at the top and brace all the way on the way down, right? You don't wanna necessarily be breathing at the very bottom. You wanna be braced at the very bottom, right? You saw that? So what I was doing is basically, and this is when you start to get a little more advanced, right? I'm breathing in. I want you to picture like if you're going underwater, right? Let's pretend the water's right here, right? You're breathing in, you're holding your breath, right? You're bracing your core real hard at the bottom. And once you get back over that water, you can start exhaling. If it's too difficult to get the cadence of breathing, hold your breath at the top. And then you can start to let it out. Make sure you don't hold your breath for too long. All right? Let's get this working set. What's up, brother? Talk to me.
You don't mind me asking, it's pretty interesting
What's
because
up?
I kind of starting to get into the content creating kind of stuff. Where do you like post your videos? Like,
So these videos are actually from my program.
oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't necessarily do too much exercise videos on my social media. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do, but like these long form videos are for anyone inside my program.
Fire, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, one of the first people that I see with like the mic, that's why, because I was
Yeah.
thinking about getting a mic for myself too. Just
This is my third mic, man.
Really?
Third mic. I bought the real expensive one. I bought the real cheap one. This is my first time trying it, but it sounds pretty good. I'll give you some game, man. Whenever you wanna ask me anything, I'll put you up on game and I'll give you the rundown. All right. All right, here we go, guys. First working set. And best believe that interactions like that in the gym are gonna happen. Don't avoid them. It's part of, the gym. You learn how to socialize in here, you learn how to socialize outside of it. So here we go. I'm gonna take this one to finish so you see how it looks. Rest pause, 3 to 5 seconds. 11. 13. 14. 15. Let's go right now. So again, when I tested the first set for 45, I can tell my strength wasn't as good today. Normally I'll fail for like 8 with 4 plates, but you know what failure looks like. Know your weight, stay in your rep range, put those pins in there, go to fucking failure, socialize with people, rack your shit, clean up after yourself. Let's get this work, guys.